Hi, lovers. Welcome to Relationships and More. We're your hosts, Cam
and Jay.
And today we are coming to you with the topic that I feel is important for us to have on today's show. It's pretty much dealing with
Exposing. Let me stop playing. See, I was gonna get on here and expose you, but you know what I said, never mind.
So anyway, yeah. Being black in the LGBT.
Yeah. So you take that away. Go ahead. Baby, they've been waiting, honey. They've been waiting.
First and foremost...
Yes, let's go ahead and get on that before
can I speak,
go
please?
In. Yeah, you can speak. Go ahead.
God. First and foremost, viewers and listeners, definitely want to give a sincere apology for not really doing our podcast as often as we are, trying to, get our stuff out there. We want to at least try to do it at least twice a week, and we both have been slipping, so definitely our apologies. Definitely huge, sincere apologies are in order. First and foremost, but definitely we're gonna, try to get our stuff together, because we really want to, give you all entertainment, but at the same time want to give you encouragement and, things, just food for thought that you could take with you. But yeah, getting on this subject of, being, race of color in the LGBT community, I feel like a lot of things, I don't want to, it's not that I want to make everything about race and everything, but it's just like being a black man in the LGBT community, I feel like it raises a lot of, what's the word I'm looking for? In between insecurities and just being weary, if that makes sense.
Why would you say it? Why would you say that?
Because I feel like, it's, and correct me if I'm wrong, I know in a lot of different races, there is a certain tabooness of, coming out and being gay as a man. But from my experience of being a young black brother, in the LGBT community, I feel like, sometimes it's like when I'm out in public, it's like, okay, I'm not masculine enough to certain people. When I'm towards my family, it's just kind of like, okay, it's kind of against your religion. I know you got to live your own life and find yourself, but it's a lot of these rules that I feel bind you from reaching your best potential self.
What the hell you just saying?
I'm just saying, like, do you agree or do you disagree or how do you feel?
Yes, sometimes. It just depends on how we rolling it. Are you talking about like family wise?
I'm talking about all. I'm talking about like as far as family, as far as feeling comfortable, do you feel like you can be your full, complete self around everybody in your family, or is it just certain people you can be yourself around and other people you got to kind of keep to yourself? And then when you get out in the public, can you be your full potential self, or do you feel some type of way, even if it comes to a job, like a promotion, if you a person that's like feminine, like, you're a very extroverted person and very, and I mean this in the most sensitive way as possible. But if you're like the type of person where you are majority feminine and you are a male.
Are you talking about me?
No, babe. I'm just using it as an example. Like in the corporate world, like to get a promotion, like, in certain jobs, would that hurt you by just being yourself, or do you have to put a mask on and just, try to have this corporate mindset, like, let me pull it back some, I can't be all bubbly and, how I normally am. So it's kind of like these type of issues also kind of come into our home as well. Like, around family. Certain people you feel don't understand you as a person being in the LGBT community, and it's like you feel like you can't be yourself. Do you go through that as well, or?
I used to, and then I just was like, fuck them people.
Mm-hmm.
Like, at work, I'm a dude. Like, that's just how I work at this shoe store. And there be some men coming to the register. You know how you gotta get their name, get their number or whatever. I don't be scared to ask for nobody motherfucking number. Okay, what's the phone number? Shit, you know I ain't finna fucking call you or nothing like that. Like, people like, I'd rather not. You know, I don't give a fuck. Shit, just buy the shit. As long as you paying for it with some real money, I don't give a fuck.
So you're saying, like, around heterosexual males, you feel a little uncomfortable, like, being around them like that, or?
Yes, but that's a whole nother story.
Oh.
That kind of that's kind of like started breaking a few bridges of mine. But we'll talk about that another time. But I think that I'm trying to find the perfect words, but you already know Jay don't do perfect words. It just be...
This is a real discussion. You don't have to...
Right? I'm only trying to pixie dust it up. I just, Honestly, how the fuck am I going? Because sometimes my brain think faster than what my mouth can do. So it's just like, I already have the answer in my head, but yet my mouth is behind. So, excuse me. Okay, so what I was going to say is... For me, I don't really find it as appalling when I be like, oh my God, I'm around straight men, like, or like in that type of environment to where I feel like I have to mask myself. I never mask myself. Like, when I'm in chorus, I never mask myself. When I've been the person that's just been quiet and looking at you motherfuckers. And then if you say some shit to me, I'd be like, what that hoe say? Like, I've never backed down from anything. Nobody has ever made me so scared. Oh. I'm going to say that again because this one over here just did something. Excuse me. Nobody has ever made me so scared to where I feel like I can't be myself or I won't be promoted. That's just like at Taco Bell. I didn't have that problem at the time. I was the only, like, really out bitch there. Like, I was the only person there. Of course, there was Louise. But Louise...
Naming names?
I mean, Louise... Shit. Y'all bitches don't know Louise anyway. Hell. Like, Louise... Everybody know he gay. That's why I just said his name. That's just like Louise. Louise gay just like me, hell. But it's harder to tell that Louise is gay until he, like, said something about some guy he been talking to. Because, his face just don't look like that. Mm-hmm. You know how we created this stereotype to where, oh my God, you look gay. Like, how do you look gay? Like, how do you speak gay? It's not a thing. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But of course, I've seen several feminine men be with ladies. Like, right. That's not out of the ordinary. And I'll name a barber. I'll name one of my barbers. His name Danielle. He work at Macon Indo Flea Market. He cut hair. Them people... Child, I bet you they don't talk so much shit about that man, but that man got a good wife and she got some big old titties too.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess the reason, and before I even go any further, viewers and listeners, I want to make sure I'm explaining this as vividly as possible in regards to the title being black and in the LGBT community. The reason why that is titled that is because I am a black man. Jay is a black man. It's not as, I don't want to just say, being ethnic or like, just, I feel like I can speak on this because we're black. I know some people may feel like, why are you talking about, stuff like that or whatever, but it's like, I can talk about it because I've experienced it. This is who I am.
Who would say, why are you talking about
I'm just saying, some people, you have those people.
Like, why are you speaking on me? Or why are you speaking, like
why are you speaking on the subject? I feel like I have the right to speak on the subject, or we have the right to speak on the subject because we are.
And to the people who do and to the people who do think like that, What the fuck wrong with you? That's what I want to know. Why does it matter if somebody's speaking on a topic that pertains to them? Why does it matter? Why does it bother you so much? Is it because you know it's wrong deep down and yet you still let it go on? You know it's wrong, and then when somebody calls you out on it, you like, oh, well, that never happened.
Right. I'm not really sure. I just wanted to give that disclaimer, you know.
I just want to, expose whoever the fuck said that.
Right.
But go off.
But in the meantime, I also just wanted to also say that another reason why this is brought up as far as not just a gay person, but like a black man, it's like for some reason in our culture, we have so many stereotypes.
Didn't we already kind of talk about this?
No.
With the religious views on LGBT?
No. Not what I'm about to say.
Okay, go ahead.
I just feel like even this is in a culture, like the standards for a black man or whatever, it's not even on religion or anything, just as a culture in the black community, it's like you have to, if you automatically say, oh, that guy is handsome, you gay. Or you mess with dudes. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But like in another culture, like Caucasian, for instance, they tell each other all the time, like, oh man, he's hot. Or like, they wouldn't think nothing of it.
He's hot.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying. Like, it's just a different standard for us. Like, it's certain things that, you'll find it more popular, more common, from my point of view and what I've witnessed in Caucasians, that they can be heterosexual.
Caucasians.
Because that's what they are.
You can say white people.
Okay, you can say white or Caucasian.
Okay, go ahead.
But like, you'll find it more common amongst white people that like they'll be cool with a gay person. They don't get this whole homophobic type of vibe where it's so. That's why I said most, because there are some that are homophobic, but I just feel like in our culture it's more, from my experience, it's more in our culture that's homophobic than in the white culture, because they really don't care. It's like, It's like, hey, I fuck girls all the time. I'm not, you do what you do and I do what I do. But among us, it's more so, it's like, I want to be cool with you, but I don't know if you're going to try me. And it's just like, you do too much. And it's a lot in our culture for me, I feel. And I feel like sometimes it can be an issue. I mean, I don't want to feel like I can't befriend someone because of my sexual orientation. Just because I like men doesn't mean I like all men.
I think that's a big stereotype for a lot of the men. No, bitch. A lot of the boys. Mm-hmm. Because that's what really differentiates a man and a boy.
Yeah.
Like, you know the goddamn difference, bitch. You know I don't. That's just like Reggie. Reggie don't give a fuck. We come over there and get our haircut.
Names, please.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. We can edit that out. No, we're not. Oh my God, why is this so?
I just don't want nobody to,
Okay, go ahead. I won't say nothing else.
This is a whole nother subject. A whole nother subject that we will be discussing. Our dynamic. Cause this one right here, y'all, is it.
We can do that one right after this, and since you want to talk some
that's cool. Shit. I'm cool. I'm down for it.
Okay.
But anyways, like my barber, he is so cool to the point where he knows himself. He knows he is not attracted to men or anything like that. But he always, if this one's not with me, he's always asking, well, how you and your friend doing? Y'all good or whatever. And even when Jay comes over, like, he be cracking jokes with him and everything. Like, he's his homeboy too. So it's very refreshing to have someone like that where I feel already close to my barber because he's my barber. Like he's been my barber for almost 10 years, but I've been knowing him for like 13 or 14 years. So all this whole time, I feel, I already felt comfortable, but being able to like talk freely as far as relationship goes and everything like that, it makes me feel even closer because it's like, man, this is a real dude. Like, again, he understands he's not attracted to any guys like that, or he understands that just because I like men, it doesn't mean that I'm just finna try him or anything. And the same with Jay. So, it's really refreshing, but I just feel like I just wish that all people could like come together under that. I mean, I know I can't judge anyone, and I can't I know I can't judge someone saying that, like, you shouldn't feel like that. Some people, they can't help that they're uncomfortable, but it's how, for me, I feel like it's how you approach the situation. Like, don't automatically assume that maybe you had an experience where a gay guy probably tried to hit on you, but don't think that that's every homosexual person's target. Would you agree?
Mm-hmm.
You don't have anything to say?
I literally just said, I mean, I can't go behind you and repeat everything that you just said.
I'm not asking you to repeat what I'm saying.
I didn't repeat what you said. I just said, yes, I agree.
By the way, y'all.
But that's been a...
Go ahead.
You can go ahead.
I was just finna say I was cold earlier, but I got kind of a little warm. Had to take my little blanket off. But proceed. I apologize.
You're finished?
That's why I said proceed.
Don't get no attitude.
I'm not getting an attitude, hunty.
Okay. That's fine.
Good.
What a bitch. You told me not to say nobody's name. Why don't you want me to say anybody's name?
Old stuff?
Why don't you want me to say anybody's name?
Because that's just for own people's discretion. Like, you don't just mention people's names and stuff like that. You ain't never seen...
But you act like I'm saying a bad thing about them.
I'm not saying that. What I'm saying
not a podcast that just went for something else. But I do want to know why I can't say somebody's name.
It's not that you can't say. I'm just saying, like, I feel like, even though you ain't saying his full name, but again, it's just that whole, I don't want, if we get a whole bunch of views, ooh, this person, I want to try to look this person up. It's too much just discretion.
Okay. I won't say anything else pertaining to someone else's name unless they're actually in my life and I didn't know them before him. So I'll say their names on my behalf. What the fuck? What you say?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. But anyway, back to the subject.
See, you think, you know what I'm saying, just because I say nothing, you don't scare me. I just hope you know that.
Who said anything about
I'm just trying to cook. You just like did a little whole So anyway, as I was saying, like, that's what I thought. You better be quiet. Like, I ain't no pushover.
Okay.
You
You're such an asshole.
But you love this asshole. Don't you?
Okay. Now, what was we saying, babe, before you went off on a whole tangent?
I did not go off on a tangent.
You sure did. You took like 2 or 3 minutes talking about it.
It don't matter. You weren't saying nothing, so I had to say something.
Okay, but I asked so we can get back on topic. What did you just say?
Okay, I apologize.
Damn it.
I said I apologize.
Okay, I apologize too.
Jeez. We should just go ahead and turn this podcast into what's going on here. Because you always got something to say.
You just need to mind your damn business and tell them what the hell we talking about.
Okay, I'm trying to. Will you let me?
What was the last thing you said?
I was talking about in regards to my barber. Like how he's cool, you know. He's completely heterosexual. And he's cool with being cool with other homosexuals and not feel homophobic.
Oh, okay. Now I see what I was about to say. I was about to say, that's just like that. It's just a very bad stereotype that people have put out there. Like, oh, you befriend a gay, and the next thing you know, they gonna wanna be with you. No, I don't. We don't. Some of them might, like this many, but most of us, we don't. Once I hear that somebody got a girlfriend or have had a girlfriend, that's complete. For me, it's like a whole buzzer go off on my head, and it's just like, no, we only do gay people over here.
Right. Or even if the guy doesn't have a girlfriend, but if he's saying like, mess with dudes, okay, that's cool. If I'm talking to you, no, understand that it's just I'm just trying to get to know you on a friendship, if that. Like, I'm just trying to be cordial. So, but, and forgive me if I've already said this on other podcasts, but there are some out there that take delight in that, as far as they want to turn straight guys out.
And by the way, that's a stereotype too. There is no such thing as turning a straight man gay or bisexual or whatever the fuck. It's either they had feelings on it before or they didn't.
Well, correct me.
I just said it was a...
No, I'm not saying it was a bad thing. I'm just saying correct me.
I know, but I was just saying that's like such a bad stereotype to even get on.
Well, I'll say this. Like, there are people that want to bring and enhance those inner feelings of guys that may be confused or, or not really knowing what they want and not really necessarily acting on those feelings. But, there are guys that like to mess with straight guys.
Which is why they're called trade. Did you get that? It's called trade.
Why are you whispering?
Because that's a secret. It's actually really not a secret because Todrick Hall made a whole song about trade.
I know. We listen
Tough
to
lovers, hood brothers. Undercover, he got guns like a mother. Baby. Okay, anyway. That song is so lit though. Look it up, trade.
And also something else I wanted to touch on too. And again, I'm not saying that all of us do this, but like, I just want to say it because it was on my mind as far as this podcast. When I've YouTubed some videos and like I'm kind of a sucker for romance. Like, he always be looking at me like, babe, seriously. But like, I can't help. Say what? What happened?
Nothing. You can watch the video.
So,
I just said I kind of hate romance. I'd rather watch like horror movies.
Right.
But
The scary kid. But
like,
no, it's. I mean, I love horror movies, but like, it's. What I'm talking about is like my YouTube videos. I like to watch romantic couples kind of like this, like their journey and like how they're able to do stuff. And some of those videos involve like, their marriage, like their proposals and stuff, and like how they got their actual parents on board, like they love them that much that they support it. You know what I'm saying? I feel in the black community of the LGBT, one of a few things: either parents don't know, parents know but don't accept it, parents know, still support and show love, but when it comes to like actual like legal documentation that y'all are together, is kind of like a taboo subject, like, hey, y'all going too far. Now for me, and like I said, I mean, for me, it's still just me being honest. I don't even know my feelings as far as me getting married, period, whether it be a man or a woman, period. But I feel like there's more of an acceptance in other cultures, specifically, you know, white families, as far as gay couples being married and the parents actually being supportive of that love, you know, being in on the secret engagement and proposal, like those videos are so endearing, babe. Like they're actually
That shit so
why you got to just tear down my whole
No, I was just saying that shit so like why the fuck is shit gotta be secret?
I mean, no, to surprise the significant other is what I'm saying.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I be on now.
Yeah.
What you talking about? I thought you was talking about like secretly sneaking off to go and get married and then pop up at the parents. We married now?
No, not that. I'm saying the parents actually being supportive and a part of the surprise to the spouse. Like it was this one I saw where both of them were into working out, and the one that was getting proposed to, I think he was the teacher. And so everybody was in on it except for him. So the class, as they was doing the class or whatever, like people just started, you know, running out and stuff and having like these little pictures and signs like about their journey. Yeah, about their journey.
Oh.
And so the instructor, his parents, like it was some notes, and then his parents held up this big note said, "We approved." And then the other guy's parents came in and said, "We also approved too." And so then he was just looking like, what's going on? And that's when he got down on his knee and asked, you know, to be married. And no, before that, the parents-in-law was like, and I always wanted another son. So that's when he got on his knees, and I just thought that was just so... It was a powerful message as far as, like, if you are a couple and you are ready for that next step, like marriage, you know, just, like, committing your life, and to have your parents support like that, as far as they're not looking at it as, well, it's two men or it's two women. They're looking at it as it's two people that really love each other that much that they want to show, you know, they want to show the world this type of love. Like, it was just beautiful to me. But
we're just all off topic of what the hell we're supposed to be talking about.
How is that off topic?
Very quiet. How did that go into what you originally came on talking about?
About the black and being black and LGBT?
Oh, okay. I can see how that can go here.
Yeah.
My bad, or whatever. I'm sorry, friends. Look, fast as Teen Cam, I'm sorry.
Always trying to check me.
Boy, you trying to check you. Need to check yourself.
I mean, but like, it was, that story was just to say, as far as in the, like, other cultures, particularly the white culture, is like, it's more so... Instead of being so into the religion portion, it's more so of, look, y'all ain't killing nobody. Y'all ain't, you know, trying to cheat and do all this other crazy stuff. You're not trying to hurt anyone. Y'all are really in there together. And some of these people have been together for years. So it's like, why not let them live their life? So... yeah,
that's such an old school way of doing it. Like, as I was thinking about it, going to somebody's parents, asking for a hand and all that, that is such an old school way of doing it.
But I love it because it's like,
so
like if I was that person,
get married to me.
So if we were to ever get married and I went to your mom,
we're gonna talk about this on the next podcast.
So you want me to just zip it?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about that on the next podcast because we're gonna be talking about our life dreams, dream dates, blah blah blah.
Okay, I'm down for that, you know. But
yes, we're gonna be doing on that one. That one's next because I see how you. I mean, we've been doing our thing on this one or whatever.
And what I was just gonna say, while we're still on it, like, just the subject is broad, like being black, LGBT. Like, not only just me saying as far as, like, being accepted, like, heterosexuals being accepted of us, but us being accepted of each other. Like, you find it so common in our community as black homosexuals. We hate on each other. Like, I don't really get it. As far as instead of
like,
trying
girl,
to improve,
over there.
right?
But why though?
That's,
I just feel like that's some
insecure.
That's some insecure ass shit. Like
Mm-hmm.
that's some inside ass problems that you really need to check on yourself with. And who taught you that shit? It make me question who is your mom and who is your daddy, or who was the fuck was raising you. And I'm pretty sure they probably did not teach you no shit like that. And if they did, bitch, they need to be slapped in their face.
Right. Or in this world, who was your mother?
Oh yeah, that does matter too, mother. Like
you
and mother, why are you teaching some stupid ass shit like
you
that? It's
supposed
just like
to be
I was watching that
seasoned
video the other day, and fucking, I think it was Jasmine Masters. It was it's something where she opens up the letters or whatever, and she reads the letters, and I guess the person was talking about getting a boyfriend or whatever, and they was like, "You don't need no boyfriend right now, just fuck." Just fuck all night, fuck all day. I was just like, you can't tell people just go out and fuck. Like, that's not how it works. That's the problem. That's why we have so many problems in the LGBT community right damn now, because everyone want to go around and fuck.
Yeah.
You see my stripes.
No, I totally agree with you with that, and I mean,
you need to settle the fuck down. It's
right,
nothing wrong with being settled down, and then you in your fucking 40s, 50s years old, and you still ain't got nobody to settle down with, like, and you ain't got shit to show for it.
Right. Now, I will say, I mean, because that could go both ways. Like, I feel like the best advice that could be given is don't do anything that your heart isn't ready for. Meaning that maybe, I wouldn't want to tell somebody that, how you just said, no, you don't need to settle down, you just need to go ahead and fuck. Like, it's still the same, like just saying, no, you need to go ahead and settle down. Don't tell people what they need to do. What you need to do is what's best for you. So if that means that you may want to just date, then just date. But like, don't try to do what everybody else wants you to do. That's something I'm working on right now myself, as far as trying to do what's best for me, not based on what mama want me to do, what daddy want me to be. You know what I'm saying? So it's the same. I feel like for me, and correct me if I'm wrong, if you feel strongly differently, but I feel in the LGBT community, at the end of the day, sometimes I feel like it can be related to the same values as that of a gang. I'll break it down for you. You know how, like, in gangs,
you gotta get your ass beat to get in.
Initiations, and they supposed to be your family, and most lost ones go to gangs because they don't have that love from their family, or they don't have family at all.
Now that we talking about that, like,
in this,
I'm gonna say it after you finish it.
In the same perspective, in the LGBT, like we said, having the mothers and the fathers in the house, like in the LGBT community, is kind of synonymous as far as their values as a gang, as far as like these children or these younger crowds come to get love. And of course, if you tell them put some drugs in you, because they don't know what love is, they gonna do pretty much what you tell them to do. So my thing is, like you said, like if you gonna be a mother, or you gonna be the mature person in the situation, and you trying to steer these kids the right way, you need to give them wisdom, something that they can use. Don't sit here, you being a mother, but yet you beating somebody ass, like because they said something you ain't like. You just molly-whopping them down the street.
Molly-whopping?
Yes. Like, how is that teaching? How is that teaching them, you know what I'm saying, how to have class? Just because you walk away from the situation, that doesn't mean that you a punk. That just simply means you smart about yours. Because guess what?
They press charges on shit to just be able to walk away like, okay, bitch, I'll see you later.
Right. Now, what I'll break it down even further. Now, I'm not saying if somebody just all up in your face like this, touching you, I'm not saying that the human in you, right, anybody would be. What I'm saying is, if you simply having a disagreement, why does it always have to be, whatever, I'm tired of you, and then just start hitting off of a disagreement? Why? Why is it?
That's some raunchy ass hood shit.
Guess where it goes right back to? Being black, LGBT.
Exactly.
Or of color. I mean, it's for some reason we have internalized this fight that we're supposed to be fighting for one another, and we're fighting against each other.
Oh, I could so elaborate on that. It's just like the fucking brown skin, dark skin, light skin, stupid shit. It's so stupid. If you really sit down and think about it, it's really so stupid. Oh, light skin got too many feelings. What the fuck does that have to do with it? And then you sit down, I want somebody to love me. I want somebody to care for me. But you was just bitching and crying about light skinned people having too many feelings. Dark skinned niggas don't be caring. Dark skinned niggas put the dick down. Brown skinned niggas want to do what they want to do. Like, shut the fuck up. What the fuck does that even make sense? That don't even make sense. And what mindset does it make sense? Because I'm trying to find it out of all the catalogs that my ass have, and it just have never registered.
Y'all, I'm just gonna be real honest right now. As y'all can see, the listeners can't see, but the viewers can. Yes, I'm a red. I'm light skinned. However, I know how to put it down.
And that just because look like that for real with no product.
Right. This is no process. This is my hair. But I'm just saying, like, just because the color of my skin has nothing to do with my personality, it has nothing to do with how I put it down or whatever. Like, that's crazy to me. And while we're on the subject, I actually have more than one.
Look, I think they gonna be able to hear it.
I have had more than one guy that was dark skinned tell me, I thought because you were light skinned that you stuck up. I thought that you were conceited, and everything. And it's just like,
I'm really not even that light skinned, but
But my whole story...
It's just the ability to turn red, like I'm red now.
But my whole story is crazy. You know for yourself, I can be very insecure with myself. So to hear somebody say that I'm conceited, they thought I was stuck up, it's just like, what else did you have other than my skin color that would make you say something like that? Like, it's very offensive and it's unfortunate. Because...
Do you think that's something that they've learned from, like, their parents?
It could be.
Or what?
It could be a mixture between what you've learned, what you've picked up, or experience. But, I mean, I could say the same thing. I could say, I don't get up on dark-skinned dudes like that because they heartbreakers. I could say that because of my past experience, but I don't say that because that's not true for every dark-skinned person.
Exactly.
Like, it's just, everybody is different. But, like, what I'm saying is this whole, it's just sad that we can't even come together and protect each other because we so busy knocking each other down. Or I'm jealous of this hoe because she looking at my man or my man looking. First off, if you got to question your significant other looking at this other person, you need to be questioning them, not that person they looking at.
Exactly.
Because that person they looking at ain't got nothing to do with it.
How you gonna get mad with the person that they've been talking to or cheating with, regardless of whether they knew or not? You supposed to be upset with the person that you was supposed to love, bitch. See, right. That word just did not come out.
All right, but you telling the truth at the end of the day, like, no. I just tell you from my perspective how I would handle the situation. If somebody just came up to you, y'all started hitting it off, and you decided to cheat with them, of course, I'm going to feel some type of way towards that person, especially if they knew that we're together. But as far as me pouncing and trying to do it, I ain't got nothing to do with them. Right. My time was invested in you. My time is invested in you, not them. So I'm finna be coming at you like, what's going on? So, like,
So
I just feel like we do a lot in this community, and I feel like, when are we gonna take it back? When are we gonna start helping one another? When are we really gonna start being a family like we're supposed to be? There's nothing wrong with healthy competition, because I feel like in
Yes,
some...
it is. Sometimes it is.
Listen, I said healthy competition. I didn't say just competition.
Yeah, but sometimes every competition always end up becoming toxic.
Toxic. It
Go
just
off.
depends on how you
Go
look
off,
at it.
go off, because if you put the right person in there, they will fuck the whole thing up. One bad apple spoils the whole bunch.
You're right, but that's why that's not considered no longer healthy competition anymore. There are some competitions that are healthy, that people know what they're getting into, and it's just competition. Hey, for me, healthy competition means it's just something that's going to enhance me to make me be better. That's how I look at the competition. Now, as far as the other competitions, well, people want to, fuck shit up or whatever, and it's just like, you wish you had this, you wish you could do it like this and all this, and just being negative all the time, I don't rock with that. But as far as somebody just want to, like, kind of spar, if you will, to kind of make sure, you on point and everything, I don't find anything wrong with that. But again, it depends on, do you have rotten apples in that bunch or not? But it goes
That's
back.
what we're changing the name of this one to. The Rotten Apples. Catch us next week on Catch us next week on NBC.
But I guess for me, the message tonight is just us as a community. We have to do better, as far as there's so much negative energy circulating around this air nowadays. We have to be aware of that, and we have to be aware of, there's nothing wrong with being blunt and real, but at the same time, like, let's lift each other up. Like, there's enough suicidal thoughts and attempts and all that to go around as it is. We don't need any extra negative energy to target towards that by, making, like, belittling people, disrespectful to your community. It's not worth it. We supposed to love one another. I mean, we have a bigger fight out there. It's people out there that want to kill people like you and me just because of how we are. And we sit up here trying to be at war with each other.
To those people, I ask why.
Right.
Okay, so let me say it like this. Why, as in, if you take religion out of it, and just look at people like they human beings, and had you never known nothing different than two people just coming together and love each other, then why? What's the issue? Like, when you find it, you come back to me. Because, bitch, I'm like a librarian. I'm going to check that book from front to center to make sure that bitch is clean. Because the last bitch who had it is going to pay for it. If it's fucked up. So that's just how I am.
So that statement you just made, are you saying, like, just being gay in general, or, like, what I'm saying, like, elaborate for me, how is that? And I'm not trying to be funny, I'm really trying to figure out how, like, that what you just gave, how is that tying into being black in the LGBT community?
I'm talking about, you just said that there's people out there that just want to kill us just because we gay or we bisexual, LGBT, just because we're a part of the LGBT community.
And you're trying to say, why do you want to kill us because of this?
Right.
Okay.
I'm saying, if you take all of that away, still, why? Like, why? What would be your excuse?
Fear of the unknown.
Pussy asshole. Anyway.
You fear of the unknown. I mean, I'm just being, it is blunt and it's crazy, it's stupid, it's unethical, it's inhuman.
That's just
but
like me.
I mean, at the end of the day,
I don't know what all go on in a straight relationship.
Right.
And I'm not gonna say, let's kill them bitches, because I don't know nothing that go on in their relationship.
But see, you are educated. You are ethical. You have love in your heart. Sometimes you don't show it to everyone, as far as you don't. No, I'm saying you the type of person where you very blunt and you don't just show your inside to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And you have every right to be that way. But what I'm saying is you have enough sense that you're not finna sit here and judge someone else what they doing, because you have enough knowledge and wisdom and understanding to know I don't understand everything in the world, but that's okay. That doesn't mean that it's wrong because I don't understand
why would it be opposed to AIs taking over the rest of the damn world? Because you humans are fucking stupid. Anyway,
that's definitely another topic. But
humans are stupid as shit.
Anyways,
I'm not saying I'm the smartest person, but goddamn,
and again, viewers and listeners, when he says that, he is not talking about y'all. He is just saying in general. He's making a general statement.
They know what I'm talking about.
And that's exactly why I just said what I said, because I knew you was gonna say that. I had to clean it up.
They know who I'm talking about.
I had to clean it up.
If you feel hit, you know what the old folks always say. A hit dog will holler.
But that's what you have to understand and realize when you're doing any type of podcast or any type of anything like that. You have to make it very clear that you're not targeting anyone. You're just making an opinion in your statement.
That was just an in general thing.
Right.
I say names.
Clearly.
Please shut up talking to me.
I had to make it light, y'all. I had to throw a little joke in there or whatever.
It's okay, because I get you on the next podcast.
Okay.
I'm going to gather you.
Ready.
I'm going to gather
me.
Like that bun that you got on the top.
Please, because you know it's gathered, so don't do it.
Maybe it ain't.
It's gathered. You tried it. It's gathered.
We gonna see what we can do with that later.
See, there you go. Always trying me.
Oh,
man.
yeah.
Get off of me.
Oh, yeah.
Boo. But yeah, like, I just, like I said.
Those who caught the joke, I know you're still laughing. Don't hit me. I'm telling your mama she coming over here soon too.
Anywho, as I said before, my main focus is I just want to be able to make sure that we have just an understanding. Like, I go somewhere today, and I guarantee you, like, there are certain people in my area, as far as my hometown, that like may not necessarily have a liking to me, and I don't know why. It's kind of funny to me because I know I don't really bother anyone, but excuse me.
I was talking to the camera.
Okay.
I just said because they're terrible people.
Yeah, you know, it's sad.
2 white candles.
But instead, what I try to do is I just want, like, I know we're never gonna have complete peace, but it's got to start somewhere. And why not let's just start within our own community? Like, stop talking about people. Let them live their life. You can have an opinion, that's fine, but when it becomes malicious, like you really trying to get their attention to let them know that you're talking about them, like mad trash about them, like that's so rude. Please stop.
Half of them don't even have room to talk.
Right.
Because if we go back and check their track record, honey.
Right. The next time you decide to talk about someone's apparel and what they have on, think for a moment, okay, maybe they don't have the money to get designer things. Maybe all they have enough money for is to get fabric to create their own stuff. By way, if that's the case, what they naming their number at? Can you make me something, please? Because if you quiet as kept, I really would prefer...
Quiet as it's kept. Don't push me!
I really wouldn't mind to, like, you know, have someone that knows how to, like, sew clothes and stuff, because I like to have things that no one else has.
I want a shirt that says hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot. You know that video? Did I see?
Yes,
that shit
you let me
hilarious.
see it.
Hot potato, hot potato, hot potato, hot potato.
Like, I want an animal print. I want a
snake.
I want an animal print, and I want a floral print blazer.
Hey, we can talk about this on the next podcast.
Now, see, when you get off topic, it's all good. But when I just say what I want, it's just the
oh my God!
stress.
Okay, I'm being attacked.
Someone
help me. My name is Hillary.
You're so distressed.
I'm in distress. It's okay. I'll let you talk about your little thing, honey, with your little cheetah print blazer, honey.
I'm sure I'm gonna get it soon.
Hot potato.
But also, listeners and viewers, we also wanted to talk about kind of like our Christmas plans. If you need ideas, if you're interested or anything. But we did say that we were gonna talk about this at the end of this podcast, and then next week we're gonna talk about our New Year's.
Okay, go ahead.
Now, before we start, that's why I said we can talk about it now. But
please don't me, because we could have did it on the next podcast, because it's literally gonna be right after this one.
We can do it on the next podcast then, babe. Will that make you happy?
You can do it on
If you notice, y'all, that I don't like to have problems. So anytime he gets in his feelings, I just
oh my God, he's
okay,
so terrible. You're harassing me, and I will be telling my mother.
Do you have anything else to add to this?
No, but you can go ahead and talk about your little Christmas plans.
I mean, I just wanted everyone to know that I'm just excited because I've been living here.
You been planning this for a minute?
Yeah, I've been living here in January it'll be a year, and I've said I have a bigger space now, so I want to have the holidays over here, just to be able to have friends over, kind of clean up and kind of be a little decorative, get my little, my little creativeness on.
And I will be drinking my sangria on Christmas.
Of course you will.
And I want some eggnog.
But
need to invest in a credit card to get so.
It's gonna be very fun. My brother he said that he was coming as well, so I hope that he's able to come down. And also I thought this would be nice because if his mother can come, that would be really cool as far as our parents, they have talked over the phone. But they haven't.
Oh, well, it is parents.
Yeah.
I only have one parent though.
Okay.
But she is my mother and my father.
So
she's my mother and my father. My mother and my father. Why'd you just go down like that? Go ahead.
And I just thought, even though they have, kind of talked to each other over the phone, but they haven't really, met face-to-face. So I thought, it would be pretty nice to, kind of have the parents over and, we talk about stuff. Even, just for fun, talk about certain things that are appropriate to talk about in a relationship or whatever, and just see if we have any similarities. For instance, does he do something that his mom does too? You know what I'm saying? Or am I like my dad, or my dad and my mom? So
both.
So it would be, exciting to kind of see that, and of course, definitely exciting, to see their different views as far as the advice that they could give to the both of us. So I think that'll be very fun and exciting. We actually have gifts. So exciting. Oh, Christmas is just going to be so amazing for all of us. It really is.
I wonder what he has.
But, yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Asian style. But that's a copy after me.
Whatever. I don't have to copy off of anyone. But
oh, you just hit my titty.
Sorry, but that's all I wanted to say was definitely I'm looking forward to Christmas, having a great time with the family, and hope you all, viewers and listeners, I hope you all have a very merry and special Christmas. For those who have family, definitely when it boils down to it, family and friends. All you have besides yourself, so definitely make the best of it. For those of you who don't necessarily have family or friends or family that you mess with like that, try to make the best of it. Try to make the best of what you do have, and be thankful for it. And on that note,
where's my background take us. Woo!
Stop! You are so horrible.
You trim the trees. These are the wrong words to the cue cards. I don't know the song. Woo!
Babe, you have to tell the viewers and listeners what's the name of that video.
It's Patti LaBelle sings Last Christmas. It's
Okay,
Patti
it
LaBelle
sings Last Christmas.
And you gotta look
Is it
up.
Last Christmas or This Christmas?
This Christmas.
Yeah, This Christmas.
Sorry.
Like, please look it up. It's an older video.
I'm
like,
actually gonna be putting the link to it in our YouTube description, so you'll see it.
Y'all, it is so hilarious. Like I have never seen Patti like act like that before. I mean, of course she had valid reason because she was nervous.
God.
Like she realized. Oh my god.
We also have with that being said, we also have a new sponsor for the podcast.
We do.
What's the name?
What is the name?
Excuse me?
What you mean, excuse me?
It's on your phone every time.
We're gonna have to get back to y'all on that. I hate that he just put me on the spot like that, but it's all good.
I did not put you on the spot like that.
It will be in the link.
It will be in the link.
It'll be in the link.
Okay. It'll be in the link in the description on YouTube.
Do you have anything else to add, dear?
No. And I'm also going to start adding the YouTube link in our description box below on YouTube. My game system just cut off. And that's going to be that.
Yeah.
I'm going to start putting that on because I have to actually start adding some of that stuff.
Y'all, and I will be the first one to admit Jay is the one that's like the production. That's Jay. Like
I make
have
thumbnails.
Yeah. He has to teach me how to do all that because the only thing I know how to do is make videos, and I actually need him to teach me how to do all that for my channel because I'm just like I just feel like I'm so bland.
The video quality was just so trash, but we can go into depth on that on the next podcast. But when I first started the YouTube, the video, like, it was kind of trash because I was like, you know, I'm viewing this off this fucking Android. Androids don't really have that good of a camera.
You know what? I would have taken that as an insult any other occasion, but you're actually right.
Exactly.
Because when I've blown my pictures, like my YouTube videos up like on the TV, it's so pixelated. I'm just like, are you serious right now?
But sometimes I don't know why it does that though. Well, you have to go in like settings and change it HD instead of 720.
You're right for that, and also I did see some things camera related. I'm gonna say this, then we're going to leave. But on Five Below, like they had the ring lights. You know what I'm talking about? That they use to kind of put like for the camera, so you can have your light
or a personal one. I think it was personal.
I think it was a personal one, but I mean we can get two of them.
I know.
So anyway, please
like Christmas.
Please like, comment, subscribe our channel, The Jam Couple, with an exclamation point at the end. We also have our individual channels.
Jay's Rainbow.
And mine is my name, Cameron Hunt. And
we are gonna start advertising a lot more because our advertising is a bit trash.
Yeah, but again, we're just starting, you know, so for you all who have viewed, who have listened, thank you all so much. Like I said, we're trying to get our stuff together, but in the meantime, we're human. We're trying. But definitely again, like, comment, subscribe. And until next time, we will see you later.
Catch you later. Bye.
Be safe.